Hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on? What's going on? Let's go with a little music. A little LL Cool J to start the day. Man, that's some serious stuff. Oh, wow. I used to love LL. That was his first, no, his first song was, wait, Radio, yeah. On the movie, what was it? Beat Street? Beat Street? No. Yeah. Crush Groove. What movie was that? Crush Groove or Beat Street? I don't know which one it was. Let me drop my little intro here.
It's the Tommy Stigs Show in 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys. So, like I said, I'm going to have those guys on. I think I'm going to have them on. Well, they're finishing up their program Friday, so I think I'm going to have the wiretap guys. I think I'm going to have the wiretap crew on probably next week. They're finishing up getting the platform going, and they're going to be offering their services. It's good. They're going there's going to be a paid. They're going to be doing it for cash, obviously, and it's a business, so they're going to be doing it as a business. Hello, Stephen Marinella. How are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Let me fix this here, get this back up. And I got one more jam I want to do before I get into my quick topic here. I don't know how much of a topic, but let me put this up real quick. Let's see who's in the house right now. Contents I got. Okay, I got the Wine Guild, Teresa. Yeah. So those guys are going to be offering their services. Financial aspect will be, will be discussed per person. But we spoke. We were in contact last night. They reached out to me last night, and they're putting together their business. Looks like it'll be good. A lot of people can use it. So let me play this real quick before I get into a short topic I want to talk about. Hey girl, roundaway girl. Think about it. Not cheap, petty. You're independent, so your parents keep bugging, but ever need a place to stay? Come around my way. So roundaway girl. So familiarity, yeah, it's good music. It's what that was decent rap before it got all messy, sloppy, and arrogant, ignorant, and garbage. That was decent hip hop. That's what we knew. That's what we started with. But first of all, a little coffee. Shh. Where's coffee? Authorized personnel only. Okay, so Stigs Jr. is here on today. That was hysterical this morning. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Fancy Nancy. Looking great. Wow. Early in the morning. Yeah, I'm a morning guy, guys. You know that. My night show's just a little calm, a little laid back. I'm the morning. I've always been a morning person, and that's how I roll. Nighttime, I can have a guest on, chit chat. In the morning, it's pretty much me. Roundaway girl. So, do people find themselves looking for familiarity? A girl that they're looking for, or a guy that they're looking for, is kind of like the same culture, same neighborhood type. As you could see in that video, he wants girls from the neighborhood girls. So, is that typically what most people do? They kind of look within their culture, within their neighborhood, so to speak. Do people kind of look for that familiarity? Is going through life with somebody that has the same traditions, cultures, neighborhood styles, environment? Do they get along better than those that don't? Like a good example is an Italian man marrying a Mexican woman. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. It can be difficult because your mother raises you in a culture, in an environment, and in a nurturing type of way. And then you go with somebody else outside of your culture, and it just adds a little bit a little bit of a, not a stress strain to it, but you can't relate. Let's just say you're an Italian American, American Italian, and you do seven fishes on Christmas Eve. That's your tradition. Now you marry an American girl, Metagon, as we say, and they don't understand that whole culture, and they're looking for Chinese food on Christmas Eve, or meat, or steak, and you are of the tradition of the seven fishes on Christmas Eve. So you're crossing cultures. It can be difficult. Yeah, it can be hard, definitely. Familiarity is a good thing. But although you can have a great time and a fantastic relationship with somebody outside your culture, because remember, a lot of the cultured things, most of the cultured things only happen around holidays. Well, mostly happen around holidays. So that's where it gets a little funny. The holidays or the daily stuff, the cooking. Typically, American Italian or Italian American, they cook every day, no matter what. If they work or not, they typically put a meal on the table. Typically, not everybody. And you can't criticize the ones that don't. It's just some people don't, and some people do. But the holidays is probably familiarity can breed contempt, though. Yeah, I agree. Pain. Yeah, I agree. So there's positives and negatives to all of it. There's positive, yeah, it can go either way. Either way. I kind of feel more comfortable within my culture. Well, Sunday dinner, yeah, Sunday dinner. I don't think most American Italians or Italian American men are not going to budge on the Sunday dinner situation. I don't think. Whoever he's with is going to conform to that. I could pretty much. That's pretty much a solid, because if they're pretty much going to go with the macaroni on Sunday, and that's not going to change, because any American Italian male that lets some woman take that away from him has to get his balls checked at the door. That's something you can't budge on. Sunday dinner. You can't change on that. Goes either way, like some country. Exactly. Exactly, Payne. So yeah, so there's variations, and there's give and take. Some people can't stand the roundaway girls, the roundaway guys, the gavones from the neighborhood, the guidos with the chains out. Some people don't like that. Some women don't like that, and then some women love it. Who knows? I find that most women, and I talk to a lot of people, got a lot of friends. Most women are good with familiarity. If she wants Chinese food on Sunday, she could have it at 7 p.m. But at 3 o'clock, we're eating macaroni. Fancy Nancy. And I don't eat Chinese food, so I don't have that issue. But, crossing culture. So he needs it. So as LL says, needs an around the way girl. He wants that familiarity. Now, I remember LL Cool J back in the day cruising on Kennedy Boulevard in Jersey City. He was in a white Jaguar. Oh, man. When he was coming up, he was in a white Jaguar cruising on Kennedy Boulevard, because I used to go to Jersey City quite a bit for other things. And you would see LL over there. Good morning, Damien. How are you? Nice to see you. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is. Familiarity. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it hurts. I don't know. It can go either way. Just wondering how you guys feel about it. Do you look for that round the way girl, round the way guy? Is there a certain type you're actually looking for when you're looking, or that catches your eye? This doesn't have to be because you're on the prowl looking to date somebody or hook up with somebody. We look for familiarity. That's when we went to clubs. We typically went to the clubs that had the same type of vibe, same type of girls. When we walked into a club, we all looked the same, and the girls all looked the same. And, it's just neighborhood. But growing up in this area, predominantly Italian, Italian American, American Italian, kind of gravitated to the same type of culture. They didn't remove us from it. They did not remove us from it. They actually encouraged it. The culture was encouraged and expected, actually. Expected. Because how is someone going to treat you the way mommy treats you if they don't know if they don't know it? How you're gonna, you're looking for a certain way that you're used to for 25 years. Well, I have cousins that didn't leave the house until they were LL. Yeah, I saw LL at the Beacon Theater in Harlem. It was incredible. I saw, yeah, that was me too, Damien. I saw LL live. What a concert that was. Did I belong in Harlem? No. Did anybody bother me? No. If you feel like you belong and you carry yourself in a certain way, no one's going to break your balls. Today might be a different story, but in probably in 90, I guess, or so, I was, I went to the LL Cool J concert in Harlem. It was incredible. Four white guys in the back, in the back of the first row, in the back of the first tier, the Beacon Theater. Maybe, I don't know if anybody's ever been to the Beacon, but it has the first level. I don't even know what year it was. I can't remember. But I was there. I saw him live, and it was incredible. Now, back then, we used to jump on the train. I mean, Manhattan was pretty bad. But we used to jump on the train, go to Manhattan, be there in no time. Because literally, I'm a few miles from Manhattan. But so, yeah, I saw LL in concert. That was the only rap concert I went to. I never went to any after that. Just LL. But carry yourself like you, not like you belong, but carry yourself that you're not afraid, no fear. You have confidence. You're ready to throw down if you have to throw down. Back then, you would throw down. You can knock the fuck out. Today, you gotta watch guns, knives, just boom, 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 all the other shit. But back then, yeah, I walked into Harlem like it was nothing. Nothing. 92nd starts Harlem, I believe. But he spent a lot of time in Jersey City, LL. And his song is "I Wanna Round the Way Girl." Seen a few American rap acts: Grave Diggers, Cypress Hills. Oh my God, great. Well, that's interesting stuff, Payne. Cypress Hills, good. hmm If you like it, as you guys know, I like all kinds of music, so I do love that rap. I like Run DMC, LL Cool J, all of that stuff. Hold on a minute. Let me check this text line. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm working. So there you go. So you got all different. You got a mix of cultures. You got a mix of ideas. A whole bunch of beautiful. Got a whole bunch of things. Checking the text line. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I have to check. I'm working at the same time. And like, man, I toured the most of those artists you mentioned. Wow, did you, Damien? That's great stuff. That's great stuff, Damien. I like it. That's good. Look, today's rap I can't deal with. I do like Eminem. Beastie Boys were incredible. Uh, Look, it's part of the lyrics. It's part of the lyrical experience that we've grown to know. I got through a few different musical generations. Growing up with Sinatra, Dean Martin, all of that stuff in the house. Frankie Valli, Dean Martin mostly, Frank Sinatra mostly, and Frankie Valli. Pretty much those three were playing most of the time. And then the rap game came into play when I was in my teens, I guess. LL Cool J came out around 85 ish or 86. Good morning. No. Came out around 85 or 86 ish. I had a Walkman. I used to listen to the LL Cool J cassette on a Walkman. We had the Walkman with the cassette. It took batteries, I believe. The Walkman took batteries. They weren't rechargeable. So it took batteries. So I had the LL Cool J on the Walkman, Michael Jackson on the Walkman, and it was great. My first was Run DMC and the Beastie Boys. And oh man, the Run DMC in concert, that must have been something. They are something. Slayer. See, you're well rounded, Damien. You got all different. It's beautiful. That's how I am. Like I'll go from Frankie Valli to the Beastie Boys, or LL Cool J, you know, to Dean Martin, and love everything in between. I like it all. I like it all. So, Teresa, the early rap would get you moving. Like when you just heard Round the Way Girl, it got you going a little bit. LL Cool J is incredible. He is an incredible mark in history in music. He did have some. His stuff is great. His stuff is great. Yeah, so I guess a lot of you guys can relate to some of that. You know, you probably most of us are in the same age group, I assume. You know, we vary from 50 to 70 here. I'm assuming 75 ish. I don't know. You like live music better, Damien? It's interesting. Now, Frankie Valli sounds fantastic live. Sounds fantastic. Depends who it is. So, LL Cool J was great in concert. Frank Sinatra was incredible in concert. Hello, Edwin. Frank Sinatra was incredible in concert. Uh, he was great when he was older. I gotta tell you something. His personality when he forgot lyrics was absolutely incredible. Now I saw him at his 75th birthday. My whole family went to Radio City, and he was using the prompter, but at a lot of times he forgot the words. But he made it flow with his own style. See, he was not. Hello, Danny. His voice at times was not great. Now, if you listen to some of the songs, they are absolutely incredible, and his voice is on point. Then there's other ones where he's not so on point, but his personality gets that song through. And having a 21-piece band is. He changed the lyrics as he went. He always did that, Weingild, yes. And it was something to see live. I saw him live with Liza Minnelli and all of them. It was interesting. So he changed the lyrics. This is right. Yeah, he changed the lyrics. If you ever get a chance, you got to do Sinatra at Caesars. It's incredible. Check it out on the YouTubes. So this is music history. They all have stories. Yes. Yeah. So he did forget a lot, Arms. Yes. And he will say, I forgot these lyrics, but he'll move it into the song. Boy, I wish I could play it for you right now, but I don't have it. Oh, Tom Jones, incredible. Yeah. Yeah, but still, it was great. Well, no, well, it depends. I've seen him a few times. But he would forget the lyrics, but pull it off beautifully, beautifully. The best, though. The best. The best. Just seeing him in concert was something. Something. And I told you guys, my mother was there the night that he released You and Me. I told you guys this before. The song You and Me. And Ralph did that song too. You and Me. My mother and my aunt were at the concert. Let me put my chapstick on. Hold on. I got to check out Danny's video after this. On my way to work, I'll check it out. Lisa Stransfield, Barbara Streisand. Oh my God, Damien. That must have been some concert. I know, Cycles, yeah. I haven't been playing much of Sinatra. I haven't been playing much music, really. I was starting to do a music minute last night, but then my friend came on, so he changed the lyrics long before he got old. Yeah. Whitney Houston, I can't imagine her in concert. Oh my God. That's a neighborhood girl. She's from here. She went to the church in East Orange. Yep. She's a local girl. She was a local girl. Yeah, I will. On the way out, I'll play Cycles. I will. So, yeah. So, see, we got a whole variety of things here. Different generations, different cultures. Everybody's different. Barbara. Oh, these are great artists. Now, Teresa, you like Barbara Streisand, you like Sinatra, you like all these things. But do you like LL Cool J? Do you like Run DMC? Do you like it? Yeah. Well, you and me, my mother was there the night that he released it. My mother was at the concert. Sinatra said to the whole concert hall, I need your attention for a moment. I need your attention for one moment. I know you guys know my songs, My Way, New York, Cycles, Beep, Bop, Bop, this, that, the other thing. He said, I need your attention for this one song. You need to pay attention to the lyrics. I need you to hear this song. You are the first group of people that are hearing this. This has not been released yet. We're doing this live. It was at Radio City, and he was at Radio City, and he says, I feel it necessary to release this song right here. And that's when he released You and Me. He released You and Me live in concert. My mother was there. And she said the place was just mesmerized. I can't listen to it, and I can't listen to it when I'm with my mother. Yeah, me too, Teresa. We're the same way with the music. So it was interesting. The way my mother told the story about when she was there when he released the song, You and Me. I still believe Dean Martin was better singer than Sinatra. Oh, Dean Martin is the person that. Dean Martin, the way my mother explains it, there's no man like him. Yeah. The way my mother explains it, Sinatra and Dean Martin, she's like, Sinatra, but she favors Dean Martin's ways, his music, his singing. Dean Martin's something. He was something. What a shame. So here we are. Now we got a new way of music. And here's where we're at. The rap game is a mess, but we locked it all in. We got all these memories. We're good. I remember 92 KTU Paco every day at 4 p.m. He would play about 5 or 6 disco songs. Paco, 92 WKTU. I met Paco in a place in Hoboken called Shooters. Shooters. I met Paco and his lady. Beautiful girl he was with. Paco was a DJ on 92 WKTU. So I was playing the role at that time. I was like a galvon. So we had our own bar area at a place in Hoboken, called Shooters. And Paco and people will come and hang out with us. They always had a show on. They always had a band. They had an act every Thursday night. Yeah, rap sucks now. So we met them. We met Paco. He came over, and his lady friend was stunning, Latino girl, beautiful girl. He's like, "Hey, buddy, don't get married. Look what's out here." Oh my God! But Paco was on the sugar too. He was sugaring up, and that was he was like a sugar shack. Paco. I don't know if anybody remembers Paco from WKTU. Rest in peace, Paco. Yeah. Yeah, they're both good. Yes, Sting do. Absolutely. It's timeless. Yes. Yes, Don. Yes, you're right. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It is interesting. But that's where music takes us. So basically, the topic was LL Cool J, we opened it up with, and then we were talking about, or I was talking about, crossing cultures. And do you look for that roundaway girl or that roundaway guy? Are you looking for familiarity? Now, as you get older, do you want that? I don't know. Or do you want to branch out? It's very, very hard to break away from what you know. So you see single women and single men in their 50s and 60s and 70s or whatever, looking in the same spots for that same type of girl or guy, but they're not there. It's not there. You got to go out of your comfort zone. Good afternoon, David Cameron. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in from sunny England. So it's different. It's different. Italians and Colombians get along well. That's a good mix. That's a good mix. Yeah. Italians and blacks get along very well, very very well. I think there's that discrimination factor because the Italians went through a lot of discrimination. Years ago, Italians are not considered white people, so it's very interesting. So Italians and blacks get along very well. You'd be surprised. You don't know it, but the movies will tell you different. But in real life, Italians and blacks get along excellent, excellent. Yeah. So it's very interesting what you see. So you got cultures that mix. One of my dear friends married a black girl, a beautiful girl, and they're so happy. They're good. They're happy. Yeah, it's true. I'm open to hearing, listening, and I love to learn. I love to learn a lot, David. I love to learn. I just, I just watch. Yeah. Now the divorces go. The Reverend Stigs, the Reverend wants you to get married for the 20th time. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I'm looking forward to doing that. Yeah. So, authorized personnel only. Are you going to stay with your type of people or not? Yeah, Dean, do we get along well with the blacks? I never had an issue. Remember, I played in the projects as a kid, so I didn't know any different. Well, I told you, one of my best friends as a kid was Tyrone, black kid in the projects. My grandmother lived in the projects, and I was there most days. Spent more time in Newark than I did in Belleville. As a kid, my mother made a home in Belleville, but we spent time either at Stephen Crane Village at my nana's or at Bradley Court with my grandmother. I was really not in Belleville all that much. I was really not here. I was around South Alger Avenue running around, having a good time in the projects. About 14 buildings, I think. Had a great time. And like I said, so we mingled with the Irish, German, black, Spanish, Italian, white, you name it. Everybody lived there. Growing up, we saw Italians as knife experts and an unknown quantity. Interesting, David. Interesting. Yeah, so I like to touch on these reality of life things. I'd like to touch on some of the realities. There's nothing harsh about it. It's just realities. We speak about it, not in a demeaning type of way. Now, dating or looking for that person to marry outside your culture can be a tough thing. Very tough thing. Yeah, it was a good place. I loved it there. Oh, what a great time. What a great time. We used to go play in the cemetery right across the street, and then to the fruit stand on South Orange Avenue, and the barber was right there. I mean, things change, but things change. Catholics mix with Catholics well. Gerard, that makes sense. That's a cultural thing. Yeah, Gerard, that does make total sense. It's a cultural thing. Now, when you cross religions, that's a whole other situation. Crossing cultures is one thing. Crossing religion, oh, that's got to add a whole nother difficult component to it, right? I know, Damien. The movie. That's great. Yeah, David, things change, of course. Things change, and we see things much different as time goes on. Now, look, I played in the projects as a kid. Would I go play in the projects, hang out in the projects now? Of course I wouldn't. Things have changed. Yeah. Any Greeks? Nah, not in this area. No, no, no. Same sex marriages. Let them be as miserable as everybody else. It's a beautiful thing. I'm all for it. I'm all for same sex marriage. Nothing against gays. Nothing. Whatever works, man. Everybody needs to be happy, or it's just as miserable as the married people. Let them get into the world. let them be fucked up. As fucked up. So yeah. No, nothing against gay marriage. All good. Doesn't bother me one bit. Yeah. Yeah, it is a good topic, but it's a real topic. No problem with it. It's all good. Do what you want to do. Whatever works for you. I got a few friends that are married. They're gay. The Greeks concentrated in a section of Queens when we were growing up. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll be right. A section of Queens. No, there was not many around here. Gotta be honest with you. Married Jewish. They have no problem celebrating. Yeah, yes. But Jews and Italians are similar arms, right? I think it's a similar. They're kind of similar in tradition. Oh, your father-in-law. What are you gonna do? It is what it is. That's when they. So you got to accept your children for what they do. So if your son is gay or your daughter marries outside the culture, you just have to. Life is difficult enough, so you got to embrace. You birthed these kids. You gave birth to these kids. These are your children or your family. You gotta. We're here for a good time, not a long time. It's very simple. We had one Jew in Belleville, but he killed for the Italians. No man. We had one Jew in Belleville, but he killed for our Italian friends, right? Oh my God! I hope she's not watching right now. Probably Irish and Jewish. Gerard. Interesting. Yeah, me too. It's very interesting, David. Yes, he did. Yes. Our Jewish friend's father was a killer for our Italian friends' fathers. He's in this book right here. Mark to Die. Hey, Aunt. He's in the book right here. Mark to Die. It's about him. It's about him. Can you imagine? That's okay, Edwin. Everybody has their own, you know, everybody has their own viewpoints. Everybody has their own viewpoints. Their own beliefs, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's what makes us perfect here. Yeah, we live in a melting pot. Yeah. Strong on your beliefs, Edwin, and that's totally respectable. Totally respectable. Yeah. So for me, I'm a little accepting. So you gotta see when it hits you home. When it hits you home. I got friends' kids that are gay. Some hide it, some don't. I got cousins' kids that are gay. Some hide it, some don't. What are you going to do? Throw them out? What are you going to do? You're going to crucify them? What are you supposed to do? If your daughter comes home and says such and such, if your son comes home and says such and such, what are you going to do? You're going to kick them out? What are you supposed to do? You can, but you're going to have stress. Yeah, there you go. That's it. So good topic this morning, guys. Good conversation. This is what I like to conversate with you guys about just general things. Nothing over the top, nothing crazy, nothing complicated. As you guys know, I don't have the ability. I don't have the ability for some of that stuff. So, uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, give me a minute here, guys. Give me 1 second here. I got to do something, okay? Give me. All right, look, I'm going to start to end the show now. I'm going to push the envelope here. We may, in fact, get blocked. If we do, I hope you guys did enjoy this show. Jewish friends, we just click with them. That's interesting, yeah. Nowadays, culture, heritage, and tradition is lost. Damien, you're right. This makes a lot of sense. It's true. What can we do? Just love our kids unconditionally. That's all I'm doing, Danny Stories. You never know. My friends' kids, my cousins' kids, some of them are gay. And I just, they're amazing people. They're raising kids, just doing their things. Danny, we just go with a few different things here. But the gist of this show today was we opened up with LL Cool J and Round the Way Girl was the topic. Do you stay within your culture? Do you look for that similarity, familiarity, or do we go on? All right, I'm going to push the envelope here, guys. There's a good chance that we get blocked. But we're going to go with Cycles. We're going to go with Live Sinatra doing Cycles. And I may, in fact, get blocked. And if we do, so be it. But thank you all for stopping in. As always, your presence is a present. I appreciate each and every one of you here. we go. Because cycles, that's what life is. It's cycles. We're going with authentic right here. Let's see if we can pull it off.
The records they're buying these days have simple tunes and simple words, but sometimes they manage to express some very profound thoughts. So I'm down, so I'm out, and so are many others. So I feel like trying to hide my head neath those covers. Life is like the season. After winter comes the spring. So I'll keep this smile a while and see what tomorrow brings. I've been told, and I believe, that life is meant for living. And even when my chips are low, there's still some left for giving. I've been many places, maybe not as far as you. So I think I'll stay a while and see if some dreams come true. There isn't much that I have learned through all my foolish years, except that life keeps running in cycles. First there's laughter, then those tears. But I'll keep my head up high, although I'm kinda tired. My gal just up, left last week. Friday I got fired. You know, it's almost funny, but things can't get worse than now. So I'll keep on trying to sing, but please don't ask me now.
Well, I took a shot. I took a shot playing the original, and it seems that I didn't get blocked. The show can get blocked later. Sometimes they don't block you right away, but I'll get a notification in about an hour that the show was blocked because I went with authentic. But I just, you can see it in him. He's telling the story. He's giving it to you real. It's interesting, man. It's just his delivery is just it's insane. Just like we say on here, everything else it's about delivery, and the guy's delivery was just always flawless. And as he got older and he couldn't do it as much, you felt it, and you felt his what's the word digression, having followed all those years at the side of my mother, just by her side, following Sinatra. You saw the is it digression, and you saw it, but that added to it. That was the whole beauty of it. So we saw him go from such, just from bottom to top and right back down. And if you get a chance to watch the last interview, was with what's his name, that Jewish guy, King. Who did he do it with? King. He did the last. Yeah, it's so interesting, Dean. It just grabs you. It's got to grab everybody that has a soul. Who was the guy? He did his last interview with, was it Stephen King? Alan King? Larry King. Larry King. Yeah, he did it with Larry King live. His last interview was with Larry King live, and it was incredible. Anyway, all right, guys. So thank you for stopping in. Thank you for spending the morning with me, having coffee with me. As always, shh, coffee first. And that's about it, guys. Thank you for stopping in. I'm going to run now. Have a great day, everybody. Nice to see each and every one of you stopping in. Thanks. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Yeah. All right. Just wanted to see that. Okay, good. We're good. All right, guys. I'm going to hit end broadcast. Ciao for now.